Are there certain places and situations that are danger zones for eating?
We all have places that make us have a bottomless pit of a stomach. Does this sound familiar? What can we do?
As a health coach and a wellness coach, we ask the questions so you get the answers. Let's get started as we ask.
Wait, what?
Hi, Leah.
Hi!
How are you?
I'm dropping stuff. I'm a little bit discombobulated.
Well, you still have your house projects going on, right?
Yeah, forever. It's never gonna go away.
Those never end.
I know. It's frustrating, but whatever. It's fine. It's summer. Right?
I am very curious to know how is your call to action going?
Okay. So my call to action, if you remember, was my trifecta, which is 10 minutes arms, 10 minutes abs, and a walk of some sort.
Okay.
Or cardio. I mean, but most of the time it's walk. So I added up. So 48, not 48 days. I want everybody to know. It's been 16 days, but it's 48 check marks on my chart.
No way.
But so out of 48, I've only missed 3.
Wow, that's
I'm
fantastic.
so proud of myself. Now, obviously I would love to do perfect, but only 3? That's amazing.
Well, so many things I like about this. First of all, the consistency, you're killing it.
Mm-hmm.
But the second thing is the days you missed, you didn't take that as an excuse to say, oh, I give in.
No,
I give up.
Right.
You just kept going.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
So also I will say, shockingly, do you want to know which is the one I have never missed one on?
The abs?
Yes. How did you know that?
Because you hate the abs.
I hate all of it. But yeah, I haven't missed one of those yet.
That's amazing.
Now the other 2 I have, but that's because I haven't figured out where to fit them in my day. That's always going to be the same.
Wait, why is it easier to fit in the abs versus
because the minute I start my coffee, I get out my mat and I sit on the floor. That minute. Oh. So it's a cue. So like I just start the coffee, put my mat down, and do 10-minute abs.
Okay.
And I don't want to do 10 minutes of the arms right after, because then now we're talking 20 minutes to find time. So I just have to find 10 more minutes and 10 more minutes.
Okay. Well, how are you getting it in now?
It'll happen. Right now I'm kind of doing it around 5, 6, 7. Sometimes I'm watching TV while I'm walking in place or doing a video off to the side. Or I'm doing 10-minute arms while I'm watching something. So it's getting done. Sometimes it's outside, not much, but sometimes it is.
The thing you didn't mention is what's probably also motivating you is you have a little bit of competitive quality to
it's
this
money.
trifecta.
Money. I don't competitive wise, I don't care. Like if my sister quote unquote beat me or my mom beat me, I don't care. I don't want to pay $3, which is what I'm paying right now. But
so if you miss, then you pay $1 to each of them.
Well, I'm dividing it up. So right now I owe them each $1.50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
That's what's motivating me. I don't want to pay money. I don't have it to pay. So, okay, how about your call to action?
So my call to action was to track more honestly.
Okay.
I am going to tell you the stuff that I learned, very surprising.
Well, what do you mean? Like in a good way or you eat more than you thought way?
There's several things, okay? First is I was tracking at the end of the day, but there are things that I would forget to track. And I would say, it's not a big deal because it's just like a few bites of this or a few bites of that. So I would forget things. And then I remember the next day, I'm like, I'm not going to go back and put that in because it wasn't that much. So I would talk myself out of actually accurately tracking. But I went back and looked at my tracker for last week. And here is something interesting. My daily, from the app is determined. I have on a Sunday through Thursday, I'm supposed to eat 1,428 calories.
Okay.
1,428 calories in a day.
Okay.
And on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, I have a little bit of a more room. I have 1,545 that I can eat. Because the weekends are a little bit busier with more food. Those are my things I'm supposed to stay under. Last week, I ate under my calories 2 days. And what I was eating, it wasn't like if I'm at 1430, I was eating well above that.
Oh, I was going to say
1720, 1537, 1545,
every day.
1658, every day, except for 2 days I was over.
You mean under?
No, I was over. I was eating over. 2 days I was under.
Yeah.
The other days I was over.
Okay.
And what that's telling me is if I included the calories that I didn't even count, I'm not even in maintenance. I'm in gaining mode.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, the app for me is deducting my exercise. I'm great at exercise, but is deducting it. So I think I'm still in my calorie range. But now I'm just pushed myself to maintenance.
Mm.
You see the mathematics of it? Like
I
if
see what
I'm
you're
eating
saying. Yeah.
over, I exercise, I'm just in maintenance mode. So
Right.
I think I'm killing myself and I'm working so hard. I'm not. I'm
You're not.
actually underestimating my food, which
Which was what probably
it's
I'm doing for sure.
and it's so easy to do that. Like I'm not going to track that. It was only a bite. Or I'm not going to track that.
Right.
So it's like the crumbs in the bag.
So,
So
yeah.
it was really
So
surprising.
what I'm thinking is when you're saying this, and I'm not saying this is what happened to you, but I'm just in my
Yeah.
head thinking like all of your overage probably
Hmm.
equals one full day's worth of calories.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If
So
I did
you're
the math,
eating
probably.
8 days of calories in 1 week or 9 days, depending on how much over you are.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're
You
saying.
saying you see what I mean? You're eating a
So
whole extra day's worth of food in 1 week.
if I'm 150 to 300 calories over,
Mm-hmm.
that's what 7 days, 2100. That's almost gaining a pound a week.
Right.
Yeah, because if a pound equals 3,500 calories and I'm eating 2,000 calories extra,
Right. Right.
just looking at the mathematics. Okay, I'm not
Right.
talking about anything else, just the mathematics of this. I thought it was really interesting because I'm like, oh, I'm tracking so honestly, but then if I see the numbers at the end of the day, I don't know.
Well,
I
you
don't
know,
know
I
if
do
I'm
not
ready.
track I refuse to track my coffee cream
Yeah.
because it's just not going to happen. And so that means I really need to be under.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that we're supposed to starve ourselves.
Well,
This
no,
is
no,
just
no.
a
Right.
this is just an equation problem,
Well, I
like a
look at it
mathematical
as like
problem.
a no, excuse my language, but no beep, 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 beep. That's why you're not losing. Not, I don't mean it to you, but in general,
Hmm.
like, well, no crap. Like, duh. You're not doing everything right. Do you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Stop saying you are if you're not tracking and watching it. So I started tracking as well, and I have lost a pound since I started
Oh,
tracking, which is
nice.
fabulous. And I'm right around there, but again, I don't track my coffee cream. So I need to be
Hmm.
under every day.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway.
I'm giving myself the leeway of, oh, I exercise. It's all fine.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna be under.
I turned that off, by the way, on mine.
I think I need to do that because it's giving me a false sense of
Yeah.
being under my calories.
It's a bummer.
No, I think this was an eye opener. I don't take it as a
No,
negative.
yeah, but I mean, it's a bummer how like you didn't feel like you were overindulging. You
I
weren't
don't know
like,
that I wasn't.
oh,
I'm sure I was.
okay.
And we'll get into it when we talk about our topic, but I think I I wasn't in a controlled environment. I
Okay.
wasn't focused on my protein. I wasn't focused on my fiber. I was just eating to
Mm.
eat.
But sometimes you need those weeks to find the data
Mhm.
too.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking it as. This
Yeah,
is just a data collection and I'm just using it as a place to start.
good.
Because at least now I know what the problem is, And
Yeah.
that's part of the thing is if you're frustrated with not losing weight, if being stuck, go collect the data and see what actually is going on.
And be honest, like you did.
Be honest.
Yeah.
Be honest, yeah.
And what I would challenge you to do also is if you always track one way and you're a religious tracker, maybe try something different in tracking.
I have to because I'm missing some calories. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I forget. It's very human nature to say, oh, because especially the
Mm-hmm.
ones you're eating while you're walking around or you're in
Mm-hmm.
the pantry, like, what can I eat right now? And then you nibble on this and you
Mm-hmm.
nibble on that. And you're like, that doesn't taste good.
Yep.
That doesn't taste
Mm-hmm.
good.
It's all the
So
little
I
stuff
just need
too.
to do it in
So,
the moment. Yeah.
but all right, well, good. I'm glad that you did that. Now, will you keep tracking carefully again?
Yeah, that's going to be part of my
Mhm.
call to action.
Okay, I guess I jumped ahead.
It's okay.
All right, my thing I love this week.
I can't wait.
Excuse me.
What is it?
I'm actually it's still coming up. I don't know if you remember. I think you do. Years ago, I was obsessed with vinegars, flavored vinegars.
Yes.
Still am, always have been, but I got into them again. What
Hmm.
happened was we got a watermelon and it was just not good. It was very bland. It
Hmm.
wasn't mushy or anything. The texture was good. So in the back of my cupboard, I had a black cherry vinegar, and I drizzled that on
Okay.
my watermelon, and I forgot how much I love it. So then we went to the store I took my kids and their friends to Olive My Heart in Hudson if you're local. They do have a website if you want. It's olivemyheart.com. And I got the cranberry pear.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
Oh my God, this is just going to be fat. Well, first of all, I drizzled this on my fruit as well. I sipped it on the way home. Like I literally just started sipping it. And I also put it in on my watermelon today. But cranberry pear is delicious on a salad. Then I got the Montemorency cherry. How would you say that?
I have no
Tastes
idea.
like a maraschino cherry. It's delicious.
Oh, okay.
And this one I put again on my watermelon again. I'm gonna do other things with them. Putting them in your yogurt is really good as well. And then I got this one, which is it's so good. It adds such good flavor. Cottage cheese, flavored vinegar in your cottage cheese is
no way
delicious. Delicious.
I would never have thought of
putting it on ice cream as well. Vanilla ice cream with it on it.
Are you joking?
No, so good. And then I got this one. This is a Denissimo. It's a thicker balsamic. And it's for like drizzling on like fresh mozzarella or basil.
Oh, it's like a glaze?
Yes. It's also good as like on a meat, but it's really, really good just drizzled on like fresh vegetables as well. I put it on my watermelon. It wasn't as good on my watermelon. But I just wanted to tell everybody that, I don't know, in my opinion, when we get sick and tired of trying to lose weight, I think we're in a food rut. I think all of us get in a food rut and then we get bored, and I think you just need something to spark that again. And for me, I was so excited to get this.
Well, you've always loved the vinegars.
Love them.
And this goes back to, you had shared once about the pita, that we like these things and we forget about how much we like them. So it's always good. And I think also the other piece of this is you're finding things that are really good quality. It's making your food more enjoyable, which is half the reason we eat, right? To enjoy it.
So
and you're
good.
enjoying it.
I really, really would love if you're local, or if you're not local and you have a flavored vinegar store by you, go check it out. It's well worth it. Vinegar is good for you anyway. I'm also going to try putting it in my water because I think it might be good, like a flavored one.
One of the members did that. She put a balsamic vinegar in her water.
See, I'm going to try it and see if it's any good. It's probably fine and delicious, but what else was I going to tell you about it? Oh, and if you do go to the one in Hudson, tell them Leah sent you.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. So what are we talking about this week?
Okay. This is full disclosure. This is going to be really vulnerable for me. I have not done any research. This is all just me.
Okay.
Being in my head.
Okay.
And as you know, I tend to overanalyze things. But last week I was with some family, and there were certain situations that were causing me some anxiety, and I could not get full. I could not get full. It didn't matter what I ate. I just could not get full.
So you were aware that you were not full?
Yes. I was in the pantry
searching. Were you bloated?
Not so much.
Okay. Just curious. Go on.
Not so much. I wasn't. I actually felt better physically. I just couldn't get full.
Okay.
And I was eating meals. I was drinking water. Sleep was okay. It wasn't great. I know that was probably a factor too. But then I started thinking about what is actually happening. And I was, at least for me, and maybe other people will resonate with this, in certain situations with certain people, certain areas, certain physical locations, it takes you back to a place and it triggers you to start eating. Especially when you don't have control of your emotions.
It's your danger zone.
It's your danger zone.
Your danger zone probably is a combination of those people you were with and the location and the house you were at. Is what I'm thinking.
The house, not so much, but maybe you're right. And this is not a slam on anybody, but I don't do well with chaos in general.
Okay.
I need my space organized because then my mind is organized. And if, and people can live the way they want. If you're so busy, you don't have time to put things away. It's going to be the way it is.
Right.
I'm not judging anybody. It just disturbs the chaos and it creates chaos in my mind. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, it sure does, because it's just you were outside of your norm.
Yes. Okay. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So my other question to you was everybody else eating?
Yeah, there was constant food.
Okay, so that's definitely part of it because eating with family can be more, and it's like, it's more enjoyable. Well, they're eating, so
Yeah.
am I. It's almost like that free pass too. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I can eat. They're eating, right? It
Hmm.
doesn't matter if they're 5 or 55. It's like, okay, it doesn't, you feel that, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a social norm. And I
Yes.
think you eat more when they're all eating.
Yes.
Because if you were just at
That,
home or alone, you would not keep eating, usually.
well, I think I can self-regulate a lot better at home. And if I have a situation where I feel a level of anxiety and I recognize it, there are obviously moments when I don't. I can take a walk. I can
Yes.
get on the treadmill. I can go clean something. I can go do some work. I can remove myself from a physicality and change my mindset.
Did
But
you
when,
did you notice though in the moment where you're like, God, I just can't stop eating?
yeah,
You did.
I
Okay.
was like, what is this? I've stopped. I had been keeping under control my snacking,
Yeah.
but this was just over the top.
Okay, so let me read you this because
Okay.
you may eat more. I looked up my mom's house because that's mine. So I'm just going to put yours as like a family house, okay? You might eat more at your family's house due to a combination of factors. So it's not just one scientifically, it's emotional comfort, it's a sense of being cared for. Those people in
Oh
that
yeah.
place and that environment care for you. Even if they're
Yes.
not waiting on you hand and foot, you feel cared for there, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
The availability of familiar, which is an interesting wording. Availability of familiar.
Can you, are you going to explain these later? Or should I ask you now?
No, and then comfort foods.
Okay.
So, and then of course the social eating we talked to. But yeah, so think about all of those.
What is the availability of
That
comfort?
that's what I was hoping you would explain to me. So we can dig. Want me to dig into that? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Like, it's a. Go
I
ahead.
think if I was to really think about it, if I go back to my parents' home and they're fussing over me and they're taking care of me, I can just sit back and put my feet up and relax, and that's comforting, right? The availability of relaxing,
Yes, I think that's
which
exactly what it is.
maybe in the day to day I can't do as freely because I have to be the responsible one.
Yeah, that's true. You don't necessarily have to be responsible there.
Yeah, it's like somebody else is going to think about what to cook, or somebody else is going to think about
Hmm.
the groceries, or like
Somebody else is
somebody
gonna
else is.
get the chips out, and you aren't, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
to, yeah. I don't know. Also, additionally, stress, boredom, or other emotional triggers could be happening there.
yeah,
A little bit of all of
yeah.
that, right? You were
Well,
stressed.
so I was a little stressed, but I also felt very responsible, which is the exact opposite of the availability of comfort.
Yeah.
I felt a lot of responsibility, but there was a third thing, which is I was, I feel uncomfortable saying this, but I'm going to say it. When I was growing up, we weren't really allowed to express a lot of our emotions,
Okay.
and we weren't allowed to talk like about things that were bothering us. So when I go back to that environment and I'm not saying the things I want to say,
So you
I,
eat them down.
yes, I eat them down.
I don't know if that's, but you like feed them
Yes,
so
I
they don't.
stuff the feelings down
Mm-hmm.
so I don't say it because now I've become a very like, no, that's
Do
wrong.
you
No,
and
don't
you
do
know,
that.
yeah, but you revert back to that person.
I revert. That's exactly the right word. I revert back to being a
Even though you
child.
know it's okay to be emotional and cry.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes.
How about, is it true that there's more of your favorite foods there?
No.
Okay. That's it. My mom buys stuff that, yeah.
Tell me what you mean. What's the thing with you at your mom's house?
She just has stuff that I don't traditionally buy at my house.
Like,
Cereal. I don't buy cereal because I know I'll eat it. I don't just eat cereal, like I binge eat it.
okay.
It's definitely one of those trigger foods for me, so I don't buy it. But my mom does, and that's usually what I eat for like lunch or dinner when I go there. 2, 3
Mm,
bowls of cereal, right? Not one, of course, but because it's there. But there's also like other comforting foods. Like she always has chocolate in the fridge. Always. I mean, just tons of different kinds, and
yeah.
you know what I mean? There's just stuff like that. She's always got like different kinds of cookies and fruit. Well, she got fruits and stuff too, don't get me wrong. But like
You're not picking the
that's not
fruit.
what I want. Do you know what I mean? Like,
No.
no, right.
You're picking the
So
other things.
yeah, so there is, I mean, that's for sure my danger zone. And then everybody else is eating. So why am I not, you know? And
Hmm.
There's so
And you
many.
feel a sense
Yeah.
of deprivation.
I also, if I'm being honest, I always want to see what new food she's got. She's always got something new. Yeah.
That's a happy thing then.
Oh, yeah. The whole thing is happy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's nice. Because I always think of danger zones as negative and dark.
No, I don't think of it. Okay, so that's interesting. I don't think this topic to me is a negative thing. It's just alerting me that this is a situation that I could definitely dangerously go over my calories.
Right. Right.
Which isn't bad all the time. Just it that's what it is. It's also a habit, I feel like. I remember, and I think I've shared this before, like I always remember just like being at my mom's house and eating.
Yeah. Yeah. What's comforting? The
Yeah.
availability of comfort.
So, yeah. But
I have a couple of other places that
Okay.
automatically I want to eat.
okay, what are they? Because I have two more.
For me, when we were growing up, when we would take a road trip, we had always we'd sit in the car in the first 15 minutes. What do we have to snack? What do
Yep.
we have to eat?
Oh,
Always.
laundry basket of snacks
Yeah.
in my car.
When we had kids, we like had a food bag, the snack bag,
Mhm.
and everybody put their snacks that they wanted for the car. But
Yeah.
the funny thing is, when I married my husband, he's like, "No, I don't want anything to eat. I'm good."
What?
I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean you don't eat in the car? What do you mean?"
I
It was very
can't
confusing
relate
to
to
me.
that. Yeah.
No.
Like,
I was
okay,
we have a-
did you tell me if you did this? So whenever we go on a road trip, and I find myself doing this to my own kids. My dad would go in and pay for the gas, but he would always say, "Do you guys want anything?"
Yes. Yes.
And you know why? Because he wanted something.
Right.
And he didn't want to be the only one to get something. So I do
Right.
that to my kids now, and I get so internally angry when they're like, "No, I don't want anything," because I'm like, "No, I don't. No, I'm not getting anything." I do it all
Yeah.
the time. I'm like, "Are you sure you don't want anything? Your friends are coming over. Do you want something while we're at the store?" Because I want them to get something
Because you want it.
because I want it. But I
Yeah.
remember so clearly my dad going into a gas station and coming out with like those like sour cream and cheddar potato chips and
Oh,
like
yeah.
candy and like, you know what I mean, Twizzlers
Yeah.
and candy and just
Yeah.
eating it in the car.
Eating in the car. It's weird because to marry someone who doesn't do that as a routine, I was like, I don't understand this. How do you mean you don't eat in the car?
And does he still?
No, I mean I've corrupted him a little bit.
Okay, good for you. Okay, so I did look up eating in your car.
Okay.
But what I found was things that don't relate to what you and I are talking about. Because you and I are talking, probably for both of us, the eating in the car brings us happiness.
Nostalgia.
It's a good one. It's like oh my
Yeah.
God, I loved it. It was so great. It meant road trip. It meant family time. It meant all of that, right?
And
But
eating
there,
all the foods that you don't normally eat.
oh yeah, I still I'm like, all right, it's a road trip. I can get Twizzlers. Oh, I can get this. I can get that. Anyway,
Yeah.
eating in your car is also a lot of people do it lunch for their lunch breaks if they don't want to eat at their desk and
Oh,
they need
yeah.
to get out. So
That's
that's
a break.
right. And then that becomes a habit and your brain associates sitting in your car with eating. And I never thought of that.
Mm-hmm.
But it does. Like this, there's a lot of science behind that. Like if you were always eating in your car a meal, whether it be a sub or your lunch, you're starting to form that habit. And you're like, you know how you said that when you sit in the one section of your couch,
Yep.
it's just your brain is going, oh, this is comforting. I need to get a bag of chips or popcorn or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the same thing in your car. So if you do eat in your in your car for your lunch, maybe sit in a different seat. I don't know, than the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't want that loop to be created. Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
a good idea. Sit somewhere else.
Yeah.
Sit
Road
in the
trips.
passenger seat, back seat. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a good
Road
idea.
trips was one of them, and it said, eating in the car can be a practical way to manage meals during journeys, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
If you snack, you don't need to stop as much.
Yeah.
And it saves you money too, commute. Some people eat during their commute to work.
Oh,
Some people
yeah.
have long commutes.
That is so true.
And
So true.
maybe they're eating on the bus or they're eating wherever they are, but there are people that need to. I used to do that when I worked. I used to eat in the car on the way to my first meeting of the day. Or it was on my way home in between another job. Always. And it was, and I actually would pack my lunch or breakfast around being able to eat it in the car. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I would never eat yogurt in the car because that you had to have a spoon, but I could do other things.
It just reminded me that I think a few weeks ago my parents were here and my mom's like, we were sat in the car and my mom goes, "What do you have to eat?" And I go, "Nothing." She goes, "You don't have any snacks in your car as like an emergency snack? What do you mean?"
Oh my God, she wanted an That's so cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. But it also reminded me that that's the way that it was very normal for us.
Does she still have snacks in her car, probably?
I'm sure she does.
Oh
I'm
my
sure
God,
she
I want to
does.
ask her that. That's such a good question to ask somebody. But
I'm
yeah.
sure she does. Yeah. And
Hmm.
there are certain places where you go, you're like, oh, food, oh, food,
Mm-hmm.
oh, food.
Yes, exactly.
It's a party.
Exactly.
I can eat whatever I want. Or it's the theater. Of course I need buttered popcorn. Or
Mm-hmm.
it's like a danger zone,
Mm-hmm.
an essence of food.
Right. But again, don't use danger not in like a negative connotation, more like a
Hmm.
I need to be aware of what's going on in this location. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
It also says that it's some people eating in their car is a privacy space and you feel like you have
Hmm.
privacy there and you're free
Yeah.
more along those lines. And I get that too. And then it's also for some people quiet and there's no distraction. I mean, obviously we all have our phone now, but even sometimes if you're on your phone, there's distractions from the outside world that you maybe don't want. Like you said, your
Right.
brain needs to not be chaotic. Some people, like if they go in their main lunchroom at work, there's nothing but noise and they just need that personal. So I don't think it's
Right.
necessarily a bad thing. I just think you need to be aware that it could be a potential to create a loop where your body just immediately goes, "Oh, I need to eat because I'm here." You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Yeah.
Personal time as well, which we talked about. Um, what else did they say about eating in the car? There is a potential for overeating, just there is at your family place. Because when you're driving and you're eating, you just keep going. You're totally distracted. I can't tell
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
things I've bought before at the store and I put it in the front seat because I'm going to quote
Oh,
unquote
that's
try
that's
it.
totally danger.
And
Total
then
danger, danger.
I eat like the whole bag and I'm not
Yep.
even, my stores are only 10 minutes away and I eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Oh,
oh, I'm
that's
going to,
like any
I
nothing.
bought
I mean,
like, I think it was a 4-pack of, this was years ago, the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup eggs. And there was a
oh
4-pack.
gosh.
And I put it in the front. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to have one. And I'm going to put the rest in the fridge and eat them cold because I really like them cold anyway. And I ate all 4 of them in a 7-minute drive from the store to my house. Because they
I
were,
believe it.
yeah, because I was distracted. I wasn't enjoying it. Granted, it tasted good, but yeah.
Yeah. And then you eat it so fast.
Yes. And then I get home and I'm like, dang it, I really wanted one of those later tonight.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
God, it sounds so good right now, Reese's peanut butter egg. Thank God it's not Easter. Okay, I had another one that I looked up and I'm trying to find it because, okay, work.
Tell me what do you mean?
Some people eat at work. Some people, that's their thing. They eat at work more than anywhere else. Several different ways. Break rooms.
Yeah.
Always food in a break room, usually.
Yeah.
Coworkers bringing in food.
Right.
Eating at your desk and just keeping
Yeah.
snacks in your drawer or whatever because you're.
Well, that goes back to the whole stress thing. Like if you're stressed at
Mhm.
work or you're trying to relieve that a little bit. Yeah.
There's also that like 2-3 o'clock slump where you start falling asleep and you need something and
Yep.
you reach for candy, the vending machine, some kind of carb. Usually it's never carrots or broccoli, I don't think.
Or you're doing something boring at work that you don't
Yes.
want to.
Yes. Or you're putting it off too. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go eat something because I don't feel like starting this new project. You
Or
know
I
what
don't want to
I
ask
mean?
that person a question. Or
Yes.
talk. Yeah.
So it says stress. Man, I just lost my spot. This is why I write everything down. And this week I did it all just digitally. I thought I would be mature and it's not working. Anyway, stress and anxiety can lead to increased appetite as well.
Yes.
So if you're stressed and anxious at work, that's also like that's like stoking the fire. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
And then you throw on walking in the break room while you're already stressed, you're already tired, you're already anxious, and somebody had brought in their leftover birthday cake from their daughter's party. Boom, you just ignited the flame. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that that's a huge part of it. Don't forget about the stress hormones that we all have, and they increase your appetite and cravings for high calorie food.
Well, yeah.
You know, when your cortisol is released, it's never like, oh, I would love a salad right now. No, it's never like that, right?
Yeah. Give me something instant and quick.
Yes, right? We talked about availability of free or readily available snacks. Key
Yes.
right there, free.
Yes.
There
Yes,
are
yes,
so many
yes.
people that will eat. There was a study once that if you just didn't eat free food in a year, Like if you had to pay for everything you ate, you would lose like 10 pounds in a year just by stopping eating free food. And I don't quote me on
No.
those exact numbers, but yeah, and I didn't believe it. And then I started thinking about like what free food is. And that's like even at a party, you didn't pay for that food. It's free food.
True.
You know what I
Very
mean?
true. Yeah. Yeah.
Free food gets me. Samples at Costco get me every time. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a great one.
oh yeah,
That's a
that's
great
another
example
danger
of
zone.
free food.
Hmm.
Walking up and down the aisle and you're like,
Hmm.
oh, what do they have over there? Whatever there. What are they sampling over there?
Yes, the food court at some of those places too.
Oh gosh, forget it.
I know.
And the big giant pictures of whatever they're
I know.
serving.
They look so good. All right, hormone and metabolic factors about eating at work. Irregular eating schedules happen at work as well. And the skipped
Yes.
meals disrupt your
Yes.
body's natural hunger cues, leading to overeating later.
Yeah.
So, like, work is a big one. Because
Work is a
if
big giant one.
you skip it and you're not hungry, or you're hungry but you skip it, you're gonna go. I mean, then you go eat in your car on the way home. It's like a whole vicious cycle, right?
Or you skip lunch and then you're like, man, I'm starving. So
Oh,
you
I
pick up
didn't
some
eat,
fast
so
food.
I might as well get fast food, and I might as well get the large fries because I skipped lunch, right?
Right.
Okay,
Right.
here's another one. Sitting for extended periods of time at work can affect your hormone levels related to appetite regulation.
Okay, break that down for me.
Sitting for extended periods at work, no matter
Right.
where you work, and this could go for your commute if you have a very long commute too.
Yeah, this could actually go for just being home too,
Right.
for people who are
It affects your
whatever.
hormone levels that are
So the
related,
leptin and ghrelin.
yep, that are related to appetite regulation. I
Okay,
don't
so
know how,
probably
but they are, it says.
I'm curious about this one actually.
I'm wondering
Because
if it's like they almost go into like a sleep mode, those certain hormones, because they're not
Mhm.
moving and they're not active.
Well, I mean, those are technically released on the clock in preparation for food or
Hmm.
but I think it's more the ghrelin which keeps you full. I think
Hmm.
that's the one that makes you full. That gets quieted probably when you're sitting.
Okay,
Like
well, you should look
you
into that. That would be a good topic, actually.
yeah, I'm
Leptin
really
and
curious
ghrelin.
about
I'm gonna write that down. Oh, that's right. I lost my pencil.
that.
Another one. Low blood sugar levels, especially in the afternoon, can trigger cravings for sugary or high carb foods. I think we
Yeah.
touched on that one. So, I mean, there is a ton of reasons why eating at work is a danger zone.
I didn't even think about the work one, but that makes sense.
Those
But
are
I
my
don't work in
three.
an office
Those are my
anymore. Yeah.
three. And then I looked up how we can prevent some of this or like plan around it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like one of those where I was reading, I'm like, this is dumb because we know this stuff, right? Like
Right.
we know to plan your meals better, to plan your
Yeah.
day better, to plan like before you go to your danger zone of your mom's house or your brother's house or your sister's house. Plan for that. Mindful eating. We know that. We know that that's helpful.
Yeah.
Stress management. We know that too, but I wish there was a easy way to fix that. Do you know of one?
So, you know what I was thinking about when I was thinking about solutions to this? And I don't know if this is the right mindset, but I'm probably 3 day, 4 days into the trip, I didn't really put the pieces of the puzzle together. Putting the pieces of the puzzle together helped me to sort of curtail it because I realized I was anxious or stressed or tired or fill in the blank. But at a certain point, okay, this is not going to sound right because we're always seeking solutions,
Okay.
but I almost feel like we have to know that it's going to be that way when we're in that environment. Like if you go to your mom's
I
place,
just know it's a bad, yeah.
you know it's going to be foods that you want to try, that you want
Mm-hmm.
to eat, that you want to be comforted with. You just know that is the situation. I
Absolutely.
think the key is to regulate around it. Does
So,
that make sense?
here's what I'm thinking, what you mean by that, and I don't, tell me if I'm wrong. Like before I go to my mom's house, I will eat a salad for lunch and maybe not get donuts in the morning for breakfast at my house because I'm going there.
Right.
Like
Right.
eat like avocado toast instead of cereal
Yes.
or something like that. Like regulate everything around it so that I don't stress when I'm there about it. Am I making
Yeah, because in reality, we can say, be mindful, take a walk, do all the things. The reality is we're not going to do that.
No, we're not. And here's
We're
another
not.
couple other ones where engage in activities that don't involve food. Yeah,
No.
but my food is always out at everyone's house.
Not only that, but in our house, we're always in the kitchen.
Yes,
It
that's what I
doesn't
mean.
matter
Right,
what we're doing. We are in the kitchen.
right. So
So
the
no, that's
food's out.
not happening.
No.
That's not reality for me.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe for somebody who has better control, I do not have better control.
Mm-hmm.
And I think to control everything around it would be a more doable situation for me. Like when I come home, then I'm back on track with vegetables and with protein, and I can eat more salads and I can do all the things
Mm-hmm.
when I have control.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sleeping better at home and I'm exercising better at home. I like all of those things are more in control. I
This is
think
good point.
not to acquiesce or give in to a situation, not to say, oh, well, I'm here, so I might as well eat. I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying to use that as an excuse to overdo it. I'm just saying to face the reality.
Mm-hmm.
When I am in a certain situation, in a certain home or a certain place or in my car, I know the reality of that situation. And I think the honesty of that is going to help the outcome.
I think you're right. The key right there, the honesty of it. Yeah.
Because I would love to say, you know what, I'm just going to just walk away
I
from
know.
the food.
I'm gonna eat anything. Well, here's the other thing. If you do that and then you give in, quote unquote, give in when you're there, all you're gonna do is beat yourself up on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's
100%.
again like talking. That's negative self-talk. That's saying
Yeah.
you never stick to what you say. Like those aren't good thoughts. Those are not helpful
Right.
thoughts. So you
Right.
might as well just go in and be like, all right, well, I'm not hungry right now. I think that's key. Saying I'm not hungry right now before I even walk in. Because maybe that's like,
Maybe, yeah.
you know what I
Maybe do a
mean?
hunger check. You're right.
I'm not saying
I
I'm not going to eat it. Just say, am I hungry right now?
Yes. I think do a hunger check is a
Yeah.
great question. I ate something I haven't eaten probably in 5, 10 years, a Laffy Taffy.
Oh my God, I haven't had one of those in a long time.
And
Did you
while
enjoy it?
while I kind of enjoyed it, I was like, this didn't hit the spot either. So to realize that maybe the food isn't the itch that has to be scratched.
No, I would say most of the time it's not.
Yeah. So I think there's a lot of things to think about this, but I think being more honest with yourself is really, really going to be the key.
Yeah. Boy, we just
Right?
circled right back to the honest with yourself part when you were talking about tracking. Did a 180
Well,
right there.
I just segued myself into my call to
Oh,
action.
yes. What is that again?
So my call to action for this week is to be out counting the exercise.
Okay.
And
Stay
try
under
that
your
thing out.
calories.
Yes.
Okay.
And I don't mean I'm gonna like not eat. I just want to be more mindful of the numbers.
Okay.
Because I want to see if I feel better eating within my numbers.
Okay. That's a good point.
That's my call to action.
Okay.
What's yours?
I am going to stick with my trifecta. I think I only this round because we broke it out into this round ends on my birthday, which is next week, I think. So I'm gonna stick with that again. I want it to be consistent, and then
Okay.
I'll probably change it up. I mean, I'm not gonna change my trifecta up, but I'll probably change my call to action up.
Cool.
So yeah.
So you'll pick different things next month, maybe?
No, I'm going to keep the same because I'm not consistent enough with them. I still, and also that's 30 minutes of exercise a day. And I think I need that. Everybody says we just interviewed that one lady who said that you need to exercise more. So I not only am exercising more, but I also included weights, which are important too. So I'm going to keep those
Sure.
3. Maybe I'll build on it and do 15 minutes, 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I think I have to have those.
Okay. I like it. It's a good one.
So that's it.
Well, have a good week.
All right. You too. We'll see you next week.
Bye.